friends, welcome to Math Magnet. Math made easy. This is for all you little geniuses who need a little help with math. Remember to use this video only as a guide to help you solve your math problems after you have attempted to solve them yourselves. Let's get into today's video. Today we are going to do chapter 2 fractions. We'll be solving questions of review and thinking cap from the workbook for grade 6A. Let's look at the first question. Use the models to find the answers. A. 1 divided by 1 by 4. So they're given us a triangle which is divided into 4 parts. They're asking us to divide this into, divided by this one triangle, they're dividing it into 4. So it will become 1 divided by 1 by 4 is equal to 1 into 4 by 1. So that is equal to 4. So basically you are having 4 parts. That's your final answer. Question B, 3 divided by 3 by 5. So here we have 3 rectangles. Each is considered as 1 unit. So 3 units, you're dividing it by 3 by 5. That is 3 by 5. Okay. So 3 divided by 3 by 5 will be rewritten as 3 into 5 by 3. Here 3 and 3 will cancel out each other. So that will be equal to 1 into 5 by 1 into 1, which is equal to 5. So here 5 is your final answer. If you count 1, the light green boxes will be 5. So that's your final answer. Let's look at the next question. 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 8, which will be 3 by 4 into 8 by 1. So 4 and 8 cancels out each other 2 times. So it becomes 3 into 2 by 1 into 1, which is equal to 6. The next question, 2 by 3 divided by 2 by 9. It can be written as 2 by 3 into 9 by 2. That is after flipping the fraction. So 3 and 9 will cancel out 3 times and 2 and 2 will cancel out 1 time. So it will be equal to 1 into 3 divided by 1 into 1, which is equal to 3. Let's look at the next question. To divide, express your answer in its simplest form. A, 1 by 7 divided by 2. So it becomes 1 by 7 into 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 14. The next question B, 9 by 11 divided by 3. That can be written as 9 by 11 into 1 by 3. Now 3 and 9 cancels out 3 times. So it becomes 3 into 1 by 11 into 1, which is 3 by 11. Let's look at the next question. C, 8 by 9 divided by 6. It can be rewritten as 8 by 9 into 1 by 6. Now 6 and 8 goes in 2 tables, right? It goes 6 becomes 3 and 8 becomes 4. So it becomes 4 into 1 by 9 into 3, which is equal to 4 by 27. The next question, 12 divided by 1 by 3. What are we supposed to do? We'll change the division to multiplication and flip the fraction. It becomes 12 into 3, which is equal to 36. Question E, 6 divided by 3 by 8. Division becomes multiplication and the right side fraction is flipped. So it becomes 6 into 8 by 3. So 3 and 6 cancels out each other 2 times. So it becomes 2 into 8 equal to 16. Let's look at the next question. F, 10 divided by 4 by 5. It becomes 10 into 5 by 4. 4 and 10 goes in the 2 tables. 10 becomes 5 and 4 becomes 2. So it is 5 into 5 by 1 into 2, which is equal to 25 by 2. Now we have to write it in the simplest form. So it becomes 12 1 by 2. The next question G, 1 by 4 divided by 1 by 3. So it becomes 1 by 4 into 3 by 1, which is equal to 3 by 4. Question H, 3 by 5 divided by 7 by 10. It will be rewritten as 3 by 5 into 10 by 7, and 5 and 10 cancels out 2 times. So which will be equal to 3 into 2 divided by 1 into 7, which is equal to 6 by 7. Question I, 3 by 4 divided by 9 by 11. So it becomes 3 by 4 into 11 by 9. 3 and 9 cancels out 3 times. So it becomes 1 into 11 by 4 into 3, which is equal to 11 by 12. Let's look at the next question 3. 4 cakes were shared among a group of children. Each child got 2 by 9 of a cake. How many children were there in the group? Now the facts that we know are there are 4 cakes and each child got 2 by 9 of a cake. And they have asked us to tell how many children were there in the group. So let's write down the facts that we know first. That is, number of cakes is equal to 4 and each child got 2 by 9 of a cake. To find the number of children in the group, we will have to divide 4 divided by 2 by 9. That can be rewritten as 4 into 9 by 2. 2 and 4 cancels out each other. It becomes 2 times and it becomes 2 into 9, which is equal to 18. So there were 18 children in the group and each child got 2 by 9 of a cake. The next question 4. Mitra has 4 by 5 liters of cranberry juice in a jug. She pours 1 by 4 liters into each glass. Now question A is, what is the greatest number of glasses of cranberry juice Mitra can have? And question B is, how much cranberry juice will there be left in the jug? Now let's see how to go about solving this. First, let us understand the facts that we have. We know the total amount of juice in the jug, which is 4 by 5 liters, and she is pouring 1/4 liter into each glass, and the question is what is the number of glass for question A. Okay, so for finding that we will have to divide 4 by 5 divided by 1 by 4. So let's see how to go about it. Number of glasses will be equal to 4 by 5 divided by 1 by 4. That will be equal to 4 by 5 into 4 by 1, which is equal to 16 by 5. Now 16 by 5 can be rewritten in a simplest form as 3 1 by 5. Now the question was to find the number of glasses and we are saying number of glasses is 3 1 by 5. Now how can the glasses be in a fraction? It cannot, right? So we will consider the whole figure 3 as the number of glasses into which she poured 1/4 liter into those glasses. So the number of glasses we will consider is 3. Now coming to question B, how much cranberry juice will there be left in the jug? Now we know there are 3 glasses and she has poured 1/4 liter into each glass. So how many liters she has poured into 3 glasses? That we can simply find by multiplying 1 by 4 into 3, which is 3 by 4 liters. Now all the 3 glasses put together has 3/4 liter. Now total amount in the jug was 4 by 5 liters. The balance juice left will be 4 by 5 minus 3 by 4. We will make 4 by 5 and minus 3 by 4 into a like fraction to make the subtraction easy. So it becomes 16 by 20 minus 15 by 20. I hope you all remember how to convert a fraction to like fraction. We will have to multiply the fraction by the other fraction's denominator. For example, 4 by 5 will be multiplied by 4. So it becomes 4 into 4 by 5 into 4. It becomes 16 by 20. Same way 3 by 4 will be multiplied by the other fraction's denominator, which is 5. So it becomes 3 into 5 by 4 into 5, which will be equal to 15 by 20, which will become 16 by 20 minus 15 by 20 is equal to 1 by 20 liters. So the amount of liters left in the jug after she pours 1/4 into 3 glasses will be 1 by 20 liters. Question 5. A roll of ribbon was 8 meters long. Priya cut 10 pieces of ribbon, each length 2 by 5 meters, to tie some presents. She then cut the remaining ribbon into some pieces, each of length 3 by 4 meters. Now question A is, how many pieces of ribbon each 3/4 meters in length did Priya have at most, and what was the length of ribbon left? Now the facts that we know are the total length of the ribbon is 8 meters long, correct? And she's cut into 10 pieces and each piece is 2 by 5 meters. So let's find the total length of those 10 pieces. It will become 10 into 2 by 5, which is equal to 5 and 10 gets cancelled out by 2 times. So it becomes 2 into 2 equal to 4 meters. So the total length of those 10 pieces put together will be 4 meters. Now she has cut the remaining ribbon into some pieces each of length 3 by 4 meters. Now we know what is the remaining length of the ribbon. How will we find the remaining length of the ribbon? We know the first length, the original length of the ribbon, and we know the length of 10 pieces put together. So the remaining length will be 8 minus 4, which is equal to 4 meters. And she then cut the remaining ribbon into some pieces each of length 3 by 4 meters. So number of pieces of the remaining ribbon will be 4 divided by 3 by 5, 3 by 4. How 4? We have subtracted the original length 8 minus the 4 meters, that is the length of 10 pieces. That will be equal to 4 meters, which is the remaining length of the ribbon. Now this 4 meters she has cut into 3 by 4 meters of pieces. Pieces each measuring 3 by 4 meters. So it becomes 4 divided by 3 by 4. That's equal to 4 into 4 by 3. That's equal to 16 by 3, which is equal to 5 1 by 3. Now this is the number of pieces she is cut into. Now number of pieces cannot be a fraction, correct? So we will consider the number of pieces as 5 pieces of ribbon. Now what was the length of the ribbon left? Now we know 5 pieces have been cut and each of those 5 pieces is 3 by 4 meters. So the length of 5 pieces will be 5 into 3 by 4, which is equal to 15 by 4. And we know the length of the original length remaining was 4 meters, correct? We found this to be 4 meters. So 4 meters minus 15 by 4 will give you the length of the ribbon left. So that will be 4 minus 15 by 4. Like the previous problem, we will have to make this into a like fraction. So it becomes 4 can be rewritten as 16 by 4 minus 15 by 4, which is equal to 1 by 4 meters. So the length of the ribbon will be, ribbon left will be 1 by 4 meters. Question 6. 4 by 11 of the seafood in a fridge was prawns and the rest was crayfish. After Mr. Kang cooked an equal mass of prawns and crayfish, there was 3 by 4 kg more crayfish than prawns left. Find the mass of the prawns at first. Now this is an before and after model. So we will start by drawing the bar model. Here we know the prawns was 4 by 11 of the seafood, which means 4 units is for prawns and the remaining 7 units is for crayfish. So we know crayfish is 3 units more than prawns. Okay. Now after Mr. Kang utilized an equal amount of prawns and fish, both the prawn amount he used for cooking and the amount he used crayfish for cooking are the same. After doing so, crayfish was still more than prawns by 3 by 4 kg. So the after model will look like this. Let us assume this blue area is the portion of prawns and crayfish that Mr. Kang has used to cook. And still comparing this before and after, still it is always 3 units more than prawns, correct? And that 3 units we know is 3 by 4 kg. Crayfish is more than prawns. So we know 3 units is equal to 3 by 4 kg, correct? Now 1 unit will be equal to 3 by 4 divided by 3, which will be equal to 1 by 4 kg. 3 and 3 cancels out, will be equal to 1 by 4 kg. Now we know 1 unit is 1 by 4 kg. Now how much mass of prawns did he have at first? We know he had 4 units, right? So 1 unit is 1 by 4 kg. 4 units will be 4 into 1 by 4 kg. But that will be equal to 1 kg. 4 and 4 cancels out. So that will be equal to 1 kg. So amount of prawn at first will be equal to 1 kg. Let's look at the next question. Mr. Fadzil used one 2 by 5 meters of cloth to make 2 identical phone cases and a cushion cover. He used 3 by 5 meters more cloth to make the cushion cover than the 2 phone cases. What was the length of the cloth used for each phone case? So here we know the total length of the cloth, and he has made two identical phone cases and one cushion cover, and the amount of cloth that is used for the cushion cover is 3 by 5 times 3 by 5 meters more than the amount of cloth he has used for the two identical phone cases. Now they've asked us to find the length of cloth he has used for one phone case. So let us see how to solve this problem by starting by drawing the bar model. Okay. Now phone case, we know he has made two phone cases, so we draw two boxes and we draw a cushion cover that is of a longer length, but since we know that the cushion cover utilized 3 by 5 times more meters of cloth, correct? 3 by 5 meters more cloth. So now that this differential amount is 3 by 5 meters, and we know that this portion also will be equal to 2 units of phone case, correct? They are of the same length as the phone case. Now the total length is 2 by 5 meters. Now let us see how to solve. So 2 by 5 meters can be rewritten as 7 by 5 meters. Okay. Now 4 units will be equal to, that is 4 units of phone cases. 4 units of, we know he has made 2 units of phone cases, plus these 2 units will be equal to 4 units will be equal to 7 by 5 minus 3 by 5, which is equal to 4 by 5. So 4 units is equal to 4 by 5. 1 unit will be equal to 4 by 5 divided by 4, which is equal to 4 by 5 into 1 by 4. 4 and 4 will cancel out, it will become 1 by 5 meters. So each phone case is equal to 1 by 5 meters of cloth was used for making each phone case. Let's look at the next question. Question A. Butcher A sold ribs at 5.5 kg for $66. Butcher B sold ribs at 3 by 5 kg for $56. Mrs. Poe bought 2.5 kg of ribs from a butcher at $25. Which butcher did she buy from, and explain? Now from this question we understand there are two butchers, butcher A and butcher B. Now butcher A has sold 5.5 kgs for $66, whereas butcher B has sold 3 by 5 kg for $56. And Mrs. Poe has bought 2.5 kg from either of these two butchers for $25. Now we need to find out from which butcher she has bought 2.5 kgs for $25 from. Okay. So to find that, we'll have to calculate how much will butcher A charge for 2.5 kgs and how much will butcher B charge for 2.5 kgs. So we'll see which of these will come to $25 to know from which butcher Mrs. Poe has bought from. So let us start the calculation. So for butcher A, we know he is charging $66 for 5.5 kg. Now 5.5 kg can be rewritten as 11 by 2 kg. Okay, we will make this into an improper fraction for our easier way for our performing our mathematical operations on it. Now for 11 by 2 kg, he has charged $66. How much will he charge for 2.5 kgs? Now 2.5 kgs can be written as 5 by 2 kg. When we convert 2.5 into an improper fraction, becomes 5 by 2 kg. To calculate how much it is for 5.5 kg from butcher A, we will have to simply multiply 5 by 2 into 66 divided by 11 by 2. Now this division becomes multiplication, and this 11 by 2 will flip. It will become 5 by 2 into 66 into 2 by 11. Now 11 and 66 cancels out each other by 6 times. And 2 and 6 can be cancelled out each other by 3 times. So it will be 5 into 3 into 2, which is equal to $30. So butcher A will charge $30 for 2.5 kgs. Now let's see. Now we know for sure that Mrs. Poe hasn't bought this 2.5 kgs from butcher A because she has paid only $25. But we need to prove that butcher B is selling 2.5 kg for $25. Let us see that. Now for butcher B, he is sold 3 by 5 kg for $56. Now 3 by 5 kg can be rewritten as 28 by 5 kg. When we convert 3 by 5 into an improper fraction, becomes 28 by 5 kg. So for 28 by 5 kg it is $56. For 5 by 2 kg, that is 2.5 kg, turning into an improper fraction becomes 5 by 2 kg. So for 5 by 2 kg from butcher B, how much will it cost? It will be 5 by 2 into 56 divided by 28 by 5. 5 by 2 into 56, division becomes multiplication into, and 28 by 5 gets flipped, it becomes 5 by 28. Now 28 and 56 cancels out each other. How many times? 2 times. Now 2 and 2 can cancel out each other. Now it becomes 5 into 5, which is equal to $25. So it is very clear that butcher B has sold 2.5 kgs of ribs for $25. So the conclusion will be Mrs. Poe bought 2.5 kgs of ribs from butcher B for $25. Let's look at the next question. Mrs. Edwards spent 3 by 5 of her money on 4 identical sharpeners and 6 identical pairs of scissors. She then bought 8 more of the same sharpener using half of her remaining money. Each sharpener cost $0.75. How much money did Mrs. Edwards spend on each pair of scissors? Now we know that she has got some money with her and she spent 3/5 of that money to buy 4 sharpeners and 6 scissors. Okay. Now and of the remaining half of the remaining money that she has left, she's bought 8 more sharpeners. And we know the cost of each sharpener is $0.75. They're asking us to find how much did she spend for each scissors. To find that, let's begin by drawing the bar model. Here we know that since she has spent 3 by 5 of her money, let us assume she has 5 units of her money. Okay, she has 5 units of her money. In this 3 units she has spent for buying 4 sharpeners and 6 scissors. Now she's got 2 units left, correct? She spent 3 units, she's got 2 units left. Now half of 2 units is 1 unit. Now she spent this 1 unit of her money to buy 8 sharpeners. Now we know the cost of one sharpener is 0.75, correct? So with that information we can find how much she spent for 8 sharpeners, which will in turn give us the value of 1 unit. Now with the value of 1 unit we can know how much money she has spent. That is the value of 3 units. How much is the money she spent for 4 sharpeners and 6 scissors, sorry. So with that information, let us proceed to find out how much she spent for one scissors. To start with, let's see. Cost of 8 sharpeners is 8 into $0.75, which is equals to $6. So the value of 1 unit is equal to $6. So the value of 3 units will be equal to 3 into 6, which will be equal to $18. Now these 3 units is what? These 3 units will give you the cost for 4 sharpeners and 6 scissors. So for 4 sharpeners and 6 scissors she has spent $18. Now cost of 4 sharpeners we can find by multiplying 4 into $0.75, which is equal to $3. And if we subtract 18 minus 3, it will give you the cost of 6 scissors. So the cost of 6 scissors is $15. Now they've asked us to find the cost of only one scissors. So cost of one pair of scissors will be equal to $15 divided by 6, which will be equal to 15 by 6, which can be rewritten as 3 by 6. 3 by 6 can further be simplified as 1 by 2 dollars, or to write in proper way it can be written as $2.5. So the cost of one scissors is equal to $2.5. Let's look at the next question. Question 10. There are 56 markers in a shop. 3 by 8 of the markers are erasable markers. The rest are permanent markers. How many permanent markers are there? So now we know the total number of markers, and we know that 3 by 8 are erasable, and how much is the permanent markers. Now to find that, erasable markers is 3 by 8. So obviously permanent markers will be 1 minus 3 by 8, which will be equal to 1 can be rewritten as 8 by 8 minus 3 by 8. We are making this into a like fraction to subtract. So it becomes 5 by 8. So the permanent markers are 5 by 8. So to find the number of permanent markers, you can simply do 5 by 8 into 56. That will be equal to 5, 8 and 56 cancels out 7 times. So it will be equal to 5 into 7, which is equal to 35. So the number of permanent markers is 35. Question 11. Vicky bought 3.5 liters of guava juice. She gave 1 3 by 5 liter of the juice to her neighbor. How much guava juice did she have left? So she has 3.5 liters of juice and she has given 1 3 by 5 liters to her neighbor. How much she has left? To find this, we will convert these mixed fractions into an improper fraction. Okay, 3.5 liters will be equal to 7 by 2 and she gave 1 3 by 5 liters, which will be equal to 8 by 5. Now we will have to simply subtract 7 by 2 minus 8 by 5 to find how much of juice is left. To do that, we will have to convert this into a like fraction. How will we do this? We will have to multiply 7 by 2 by the other fractions denominator, which is 5. So 7 into 5, 2 into 5. Same way 8 by 5 will have to be multiplied by the other fractions denominator, which is 2. So it will be 8 into 2 and 5 into 2. So by doing that, you will get 35 by 10 minus 16 by 10, which is equal to 19 by 10, which is equal to 19 by 10 liters. So the amount of juice that she has left is 19 by 10 liters. Let's look at the next question. Question number 12. There were 96 coins in a box. 1 by 3 of the coins were $1 coins and 1 by 4 of the remaining coins were 50-cent coins and the rest were 10-cent coins. They are asking us to find how many 10-cent coins were there and to find the total value of all the coins in the box, value of all the 96 coins. So to begin with, we know for $1 coins it was 1 by 3rd of 96 coins, right? So the $1 coins will be 1 by 3 into 96, which is equal to 96 and 3 cancels out 32 times, so it's equal to 32. So there were 32 $1 coins. Okay, now so the remaining coins will be 96 minus 32 is 64, correct? Now we know there are 1 by 4 of the remaining coins were 50 cents. We know the remaining coins were 64. To find how many 50 cents coins, we will have to do 1 by 4 into 64. So 64, 4 will go by how many times? 16 times. So that will be equal to 16 coins. So there were 16 50-cent coins. Now we know there were 32 $1 coins. There were 16 50-cent coins. To find the remaining 10-cent coins, we will subtract 64 minus 16. 64 is the remaining coins after considering the $1 coins. By subtracting 50-cent coins from this, you will get the 10-cent coins. So 64 minus 16 will give you 48. So there were 48 10-cent coins. Now coming to question B, to find the total value of all the coins in the box. Now we know value of one coin, $1 coins were 32 coins were there, so that will be equal to $32. Now 50-cent the coins, there were 16 coins. So 0.5 50 cents can be written as 0.50 into 16 will be equal to $8. Same way 10 cents can be rewritten as 0.10 and how many coins were there? There were 48 coins. So 0.10 into 48 will be equal to 4.8. Now total of all this will be the value of all the coins put together, which is equal to $44.8 were there in the box. Let's look at the last question, 13. Rani used 3 by 8 of her money to buy some blouses and 2 by 5 of the remainder to buy 2 pairs of jeans. A pair of jeans cost 3 times as much as a blouse. How many blouses did she buy? To begin with, let's draw the bar model for a better understanding. So she has 8 units of her money. Okay, she has 8 units from this 3 by 8. I am taking she has 8 units of money. She has spent 3 units to buy some blouses and 2 by 5 of the remaining. How many are remaining? 5 units are remaining. Of this 5, she has used 2 units of the 5 units to buy jeans. Okay, now we know a pair of jeans costs 3 times as much as a blouse. So basically 1 unit is 1 jean and this 1 unit will be equal to 3 times as much as a blouse. So which means this is equal to 3 blouses, correct? 1 jeans is equal to 3 blouses. So from that we will find how many blouses she's bought here. So to begin with, see over here I have written 1 unit is equal to 3 blouses. Considering this, these 3 units also will be equal to, each of these unit will be equal to 3 blouses. So 1 unit of jeans is 3 blouses. 3 units of blouse is equal to 3 into 3, which is equal to 9 blouses. So she has bought 9 blouses totally. Thank you friends. Hope you found this video helpful. If yes, please do like, share with your friends and subscribe for more such useful videos. Feel free to comment your doubts down below and I shall get back to you at the earliest. See you soon with another math video. Bye.